Sports Snippets, Dennis Sullivan. How the heck you doing on this Halloween 31st of October? Dolphins lose their 7th straight. This time on the road in Buffalo to the Bills, 26-11. Before I get started here, guys, if you do like the content this particular video, go ahead, hit the thumbs up. That would be very awesome. And what would be even more awesome than that would be if you did subscribe to my channel, Sports Snippets with Dennis Sullivan. So let's get started, guys. Close game. It was 3-3 at the half. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting here going, well, the Bills definitely were probably not fully up for this one. Which eventually, this was a classic case of heavily favored team playing at home, just waking up in the second half and then doing what they were supposed to do all along and winning by, in this case, about 15 points. 26-11. I'll take this. I'll start this one, guys. I'll take the lead with the Dolphins. I mean, we kind of saw what we're used to seeing, a few botched plays, the direct snap fumble, the guy in motion. We saw not the greatest running attack, although credit given, we did for the second straight week, at least for the second straight week, rush for the ball for more than 20 times or more than 20 carries. This time I'm looking at about 23 carries for the Dolphins. Credit there, because we should be running the football more than what was witnessed at the beginning of the season. Tough to really give a full assessment of his performance when he doesn't have that much time to throw on many of these drop-back plays, drop-back passes. One of his strengths, Tua's strengths, is the fact that he has a really good release, gets rid of the ball quickly, and in my opinion, really does hide and kind of camouflage some of the lack of protection that he gets. So you don't really see me as a Dolphin fan here putting down Tua that much, because I think he covers up some of the flaws within the team. I really do. And I'm growing to kind of like Tua a little more, I'll be honest with you. I really am. Even though this wasn't one of his greatest performances, 21 of 39, 205 yards, no touchdowns, throwing. He did have the touchdown run. He threw an interception in this one. But the better team won. I mean, the Bills moved to 5-2. They play Jacksonville next week on the road. If you're a Bills fan sitting at home right now, you're thinking, all right, chances are pretty good we go into the halfway point of the season at 6-2. So Buffalo looks strong. I mean, we've known this all along. We've known this since way back last year. This is definitely one of the better teams in the AFC, no question. To get into a little bit of the performance aspect of things, we'll break down the statistics a little bit, guys, as I usually like to do. As mentioned, the Dolphins would run the football, and that makes me, as a fan, feel a little bit better about things, even though this time we weren't quite as successful. There have been many games, believe it or not, Dolphins have averaged over 4 yards a carry, some games even over 5 yards a carry. This was not one of them. This was more like a 3-yard per carry type of effort. Myles Gaskin, 12 carries, 36 yards. Salvin Ahmed, 7 carries, 22 yards. Tua, 4 carries, 10 yards. He does get the touchdown run, the lone touchdown for the Miami Dolphins in this game. Jason Sanders kicked a 51-yard field goal. You gotta like that. I'm a big fan of Jason Sanders. He's a good kicker. As far as the Dolphins' receiving core goes, Devontae Parker, was great to see him back. 8 catches, 85 yards. Mike Gesicki, 3 catches, 48 yards. Saw a little bit of post-game interview with Mike Gesicki. Great to see. If there was a highlight of this day, of this 15-point loss, 7th straight loss for the Dolphins, if there was a highlight to this day, it was Mike Gesicki showing support of Tua, saying that he's a tough guy. You know, he likes his toughness. He likes to play with Tua. He likes to be on the same team as Tua. And I'd love to hear that. And you get the vibe now that Gesicki in his third year is taking on this more leadership role. He certainly gets involved more with the post-game interviews, as he should. He's one of the better players on this team. But I really like that. I like what I'm seeing, and I really hope the Dolphins hold on to Mike Gesicki, because right now, with the way the franchise is these days, it's like you almost don't want to get too attached to any of the players because they might be gone even by the end of the season. But I don't even want to think of that. The fact that Mike Gesicki wouldn't be a Dolphin next year and the years to come. So that was great to see. That was great to see, guys. And go catch that interview if you can. It was a quick post game at the podium type of response from Mike Gesicki. Jalen Waddle, 4 catches, 29 yards. Gaskin out of the backfield, 3 catches, 19 yards. Patrick Laird, I haven't seen him in a while. A catch for 10 yards. Adam Shaheen, a catch for 8 yards. Ahmed out of the backfield, a catch for 6 yards. As far as the Buffalo Bills goes, guys, Josh Allen, we all know about him. One of the better players in the league. Clearly one of the better quarterbacks in the league. Many believe he will get the MVP. If he doesn't, he'll be one of the contenders for that award. He goes 29 of 42, 249 yards, 2 touchdowns. He does not throw any interceptions. He's as much with his legs, though, some games. I mean, he led the team in rushing today. That's what makes him so dangerous as far as an offensive player goes. He would have 55 yards on the ground on 8 carries. And not only that, it's just a combination of the arm and the legs and the moving and the dodging and the avoiding tackles and the extending plays and the this and the that. And it's like by the end of the game, it's like I'm almost tired watching this guy, even though I'm on my couch not eating popcorn this afternoon. He's a tremendous talent, Josh Allen. Devin Singletary. Now, the Bills didn't have much of a running attack. As a matter of fact, with Allen's efforts, they ran the ball 23 times. Not bad. But if you take away Allen's 8 carries, they only ran the ball 15 times for about 47 yards. Not that great. Devin Singletary, 7 carries, 28 yards. Zach Moss, 8 carries, 19 yards. Then came the receiving core, and it's interesting that the one little side note here that I don't have an answer for is Emmanuel Sanders was very quiet. I don't think he even had a catch in this game. He was targeted a few times. I'm not aware of any injury that happened as of right now, but he's a big part of that offense. Cole Beasley would be the guy that would all of a sudden get the attention. And this is a great sign for Bills fans because he put up I believe this is his best performance of the season. 10 catches, 110 yards. So if you're a Bills fan, I mean, the fact that Cole Beasley really showed up today, even threw a pass, I believe it was incomplete on a gadget play, he was super involved, very effective. And I know Cole Beasley was quiet for a while. That's what the really good teams do. Almost take a page out of the Patriot playbook, if you will, where they kind of feature guys. It's almost like they do it on purpose. They keep guys quiet for a few weeks and then boom. They just feature them like crazy and give them either the targets or the carries or what have you. Stephon Diggs caught a touchdown pass from Josh Allen. He would finish with 5 catches for 40 yards. Moss out of the backfield, 6 catches, 39 yards. Tommy Sweeney, 3 catches, 30 yards. Gabriel Davis had the other touchdown reception for Buffalo. 4 catches, 29 yards, and as mentioned, touchdown reception. Singletary out of the backfield would add 1 catch for a yard. So, guys, where does that leave us? Man, I tell you, the Dolphins will host the Texans at 1 p.m. Eastern next Sunday, November 7th. And the Bills will be traveling to Jacksonville, as mentioned, to take on the Jaguars at that same time of 1 p.m. Eastern. I don't know what to tell you guys. I mean, Dolphins have a good chance to win that game against the Texans. I'm looking for a victory. Let's get our second win of the season, Play for pride, play hard, get some wins. I mean, who would have thought that after 8 weeks, now we're at the halfway point of the almost. See, I'm so stuck on the fact that as before I said, the Bills could go 6-2 at the halfway point. Well, technically, that's not technically the halfway point anymore because I'm so used to a 16-game schedule. So it is a 17-game schedule, as we all know, for the first time ever. Regular season is now 17 games. But the Dolphins, I mean, even though this is such like a rebuilding-looking team that's just trying to rebuild, I guess, I think we have a chance to win that game at home against Houston on November 7th. So we'll talk more about that, guys. Buffalo, you guys are looking good. I have nothing at all. I mean, we got swept. I have nothing at all bad to say about Buffalo. They're a very good team. They are not overrated at all. They're a strong team. They swept the Dolphins this year. Look at the AFC before I close things out. Of course, you got Tennessee's a really good team. There's a few really good teams. I personally think that the Chiefs are not done. They're very much alive. Wouldn't be surprised they put together a nice winning streak here, or at least 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5, something like that. Would not surprise me. What can I tell you guys? I mean, the AFC is tough this year. It really is. Raiders are having a good year. Who else we got out there? You got the Chargers. You have the Chargers are playing well. Herbert. So there's a lot of good teams, guys, in the league this year. So in both AFC and NFC. So this is Dennis Sullivan saying, I will see you. Yes, you. Next time, leave me some comments. Go ahead, hit the like button. We'll talk again soon. Bye for now.